Hey guys, Taiki here, and yes, welcome back for another World of Tanks Blitz video. As you can see, we have a CDC over here. So obviously, we're gonna make a review on the CDC. Now, the reason I'm gonna make a review on the CDC is because it's on sale today. 8,000 credits for the Liberté skin, and if you want to get the all of the equipments unlocked. Meanwhile, if you want to get the normal CDC, it's 6,500. Now we also have a bundle for the AMX 30B over here, which is cost 20,000 gold. But considering it's a tier 10, it's okay, but it's not a premium tank. It's a rare tank, so yeah, it's just enhanced, but you cannot earn that much credits on rare tanks because again, they are not premium tanks. That's for sure. Now I'm gonna be full honest here. Yes, I know I am a weeaboo or French wee. Yes, I like French tanks. A lot of the people from my Thorin Box channel knows I am a avid fan of French tanks. That's why almost all of my tanks are French tanks, or I always play French tanks in this game. Um, I'm gonna be honest here. If you are going to be just collecting tanks, or you want a challenge, if if you consider yourself a professional or a unicum, this tank is for you. But if you're looking for a tank that can help you earn credits, a tank that's easy to use, or a tank that will help you stat those pads, no, this is not the tank for you because it has no armor whatsoever. What's the point of looking at the armor profile of this tank? It has no armor whatsoever, and what do you call this? It will not forgive you for if you make mistakes. Now, if you make mistakes, you will be tortured. You will be punished. So you need to always play this like a scaredy cat. Be aggressive if you can, but don't be too aggressive because again, if you don't have armor, all guns can penetrate you. Even small guns, they can HE you. At the side, at the back, at the front, you have some chance getting not penned by HE from smaller gun calibers, but almost all guns can HE pen you because you don't have armor. Once a T-49 comes out of the enemy team and he has HE loaded and he saw you, pray to RNG that you don't get hit by the HE of the T-49 because again, you have absolutely no armor. The only thing that makes this tank enjoyable, for me at least, I enjoy this tank because again, it's hard to use, so it's challenging. So I want a challenge to myself. It earns decent amounts of credits, but again, as comparing it to like the IS-5 or the D26 Super Pershing, I'd rather recommend you guys get the Super Pershing instead of the CDC. Why? Super Pershing earns more credits. It has acceptable armor profile, especially on the front. It has speed is meh, but again, if you make mistakes on this tank, you will be forgiven because it has some kind of protection. Meanwhile, this tank, on the other hand, no. So again, don't buy this tank if you just want a decent credit earner. Again, go for the Super Pershing. It's more worth it if you just care about earning credits. But if you're a tank collector, again, those people that I've mentioned earlier, this tank is for you. Now, the highlight of this tank, the speed. Oh yeah, I forgot. Look at how large this tank is. I mean, here's an IS-5 for reference. I have that. I used a jack-o'-lantern, and for some reason he is placed near the machine gun, so it looks like he is shooting the machine gun from afar. So yeah. For reference, here's an IS-5 sideways, and here's a CDC. You see how large the thing is? Here's the problem: you don't have armor. You are larger than an IS-5, which has better armor than you. So hopefully you can reconsider of buying the Super Pershing instead. Let's look at the profile of the Super Pershing. Super Pershing is more smaller. CDC, very large. So I'm warning you right now, don't waste your money on the CDC if you want a decent credit earner. So I'm being honest here. Sorry if I'm harsh. Even though I love French tanks, I need to be honest with you guys. So again, this tank has a tier 10 engine, which makes it fast, and actually the speed is okay on this tank for a medium tank. The gun is, I mean, 5-second reload time. It's okay, but again, it's a good medium tank gun. The problem is you don't have armor, so the only thing that is your saving grace on this tank is your speed. So the gun has 212 pen on the AP, which is actually good for tier 8. 259 on the APCR. So yeah, basically you can penetrate like the Maotian lower plate, but the problem is other tanks with higher armor profiles you can penetrate with the APCR. So you need to be careful on this tank. Uh, yeah, that's much about it. The damage is 225. Again, medium tank damage. So nothing special over here. So it uses the DCA 45, which is the same gun with the I believe the tank destroyers and the gun that's being used by the, what do you call this? The AMX 5100, I believe. Hopefully, I'm right about that one. Let me check real quick. AMX 5100 has, no, it's the SA. Yeah, here it is, the 90mm gun on the AMX 5100. So enough chit chat. Oh yeah, the equipment I have. As you can see, currently I only have like, follow this what they call this, equipment loadout, because this equipment loadout is for me the best loadout that you can use. Gun rammer for better reload time, improved modules because again you don't have the armor. So as you can see, I went for improved modules instead of defense system because 20% damage to ramming, the tracks, the fuel tank, the ammo rack durability, especially the ramming. You need improved modules because a lot of tanks will ram you. I'm not joking. Camouflage net because I like to use this tank sometimes as a sniping tank because again you don't have armor. So what's the point of going to the front lines like a T62A if you don't have the armor, right? So improve assembly for more HP was, there's no point of getting enhanced armor because you don't have armor whatsoever, so it's better for you to go for more HP. Improve control because I find the traverse speed on this tank very slow. It turns like, it's so slow for a medium tank. I mean, if I were to buff this tank, I would give it more traverse, especially on the hull because you don't have armor. You need to run away very fast, and this is the definition of running away. This tank, because in some situations you really need to run away and relocate. So hopefully Wargaming decides to buff the traverse speed on this tank because it's so slow when turning, especially on times when you really need to run away. And as you can see, I went for refined gun rather than vertical stabilizers because a 3.3 aiming time is okay for me. But again, the thing is, if your dispersion is 0.3 and above, it means you have bad accuracy. So usually I place in refined gun on tanks if I see like, oh, look at the dispersion, it's like 0.3 plus. So as you can see here, I used what they call refined gun to decrease it down to below 0.3 because 0.3 for me is the soft spot for if it's above 0.3 it has bad accuracy, if it's below 0.3 it has good accuracy. Dispersion really matters, especially if you're shooting from uh, people that are far away from you. So I recommend you guys go for toolbox because tracks and the consumable delivery system, because most of the time if you are going to run, what do you call this, adrenaline, which is I recommend, but again I don't run adrenaline on my premium tanks because they are my tanks for earning credits. So if you are going to use this tank, I recommend you go for adrenaline so that you can use the DPM properly and also use a consumable delivery system so that faster cooldown speed. So yeah, we're gonna play two battles. I'm not gonna cherry pick what you are about to see is what you're about to see. So we're gonna play it raw here, and I'm gonna show you how this tank is good sometimes, it's bad sometimes. But again, I enjoy this tank because I don't know. I think it's because it's challenging to use, and also because of the speed. Because I like fast tanks. What can I say? Now here's a tier 9 match, which is I'm thankful it happened so that we can see how this tank can perform on a low tier. Since we are low tier, obviously we are, what they call this. We are tier 8, and we are challenging against 3 tier 9s. So As you can see, the speed is actually quite good. We are faster than the Panther, obviously, because the Panther is more big. Um, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna scout here and go down real quick. Hopefully we can spot someone. If we spot someone, there we go. Pantera has been spotted. Go down once you are spotted, because again, you are a shell magnet. Once people see you in the battlefield, all of the guns will be pointing at you. Everyone will be like, hey, look, there's a CDC over here. Now, I need to be careful because there is an Borsig in the enemy team. So I can get one hit for 800 damage. So one mistake on this tank, you are dead, honestly. Again, even tier 7s can penetrate you with HE. I'm not joking here. This is how bad this tank is. There's an Indian Panzer over there. Not sure what my... So I'm gonna help my Panther 2 over here. What I'm worried about is the Pantera. There's the Pantera. So I'm gonna focus fire on the Pantera instead. Again, use your speed. As you can see here, they are just ignoring me. The fact that they're ignoring me is amazing. I'm not sure why they are ignoring me. So now that the Panther 2 is dead, you need to run away. I'm not joking. You need to run away because you don't have the armor. Relocate. You don't have the armor. This is it. This is the gameplay. You scout, you run away, you relocate. Since you are fast, help out with the team. Hopefully the Borsig is here so that we can punish him. Or we can get punished. There's nothing you can do, honestly. There's the Borsig. He's not looking at us, so I should have shot AP. There we go. That's a mistake. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put pressure on the enemy team over here and help out the heavy tanks. Now they will be focusing on me because again, there we go. There's the Borsig. You see? One hit for the Borsig. Now you're gonna say, Taiki, why did you went to the back? This is how you play the CDC. You are a support. You flank if you can. I mean, I'm not sure what the heavies are doing. Okay, welcome to the Asian server, my mates. I did my best on the CDC. I tried to help the Panther too, but it's 2019. What do you expect? It's World of Tanks Blitz, and look at what the E75 is gonna be doing. There you go, easy win. Look at this. We are not even 2 minutes in of the game, and the game is already finished. I'm not sure what my team did. Um, Again, I'm not gonna cherry pick. What you're about to say is what you're about to see. So E75 did well. Yeah. Let's play one more battle. I am really not going to recommend this tank to people that want to earn decent amounts of credits because there are better tanks to get uh, for credit earnings, especially honestly the Louvre, get that one, and also the T26 Super Pershing because those tanks they can forgive you if you did something wrong. Meanwhile, this tank, you don't have armor, you can get punished a lot. Oh look, we still have the horror map. Look, there's a T49 on the enemy team. That's a good example. IC152. That's another good example. Both of those tanks can one hit you and deal like 1,000 damage. We need to be careful here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna scout and not be that aggressive. It depends on what happens in the game. There we go. So what you're about to see here is I am just going to be aggressive on the first part and then try to not kill myself. So I'm gonna position myself here because again this tank is fast. So use the speed most of the time. Use the speed because he don't have the armor. So there's the IS-5. Hopefully we can get a shot at the IS-5. He's being punished by the T-49. So oh look, what are you doing? Okay, then let's use the gun depression. There we go. So once you are spotted, you have two options once you're spotted. You hide, reset your camouflage, or just decide, hey, here's my HP. The IC-152 is angry to the medium tanks. There's the oh, what happened to my ping there? Ouch. So there's a Panther 1 over here, so I don't have any problems with this guy because again, his gun. Oh, look at that! Nice shot, T-49. So I'm gonna take care of this guy real quick. There we go. The One is looking at me. As you can see, once I am spotted, the IS is over there, and now he is focusing on me because I am spotted. He knows he can kill me with, or he can damage me for a lot of damage because I don't have armor. As you can see, the people or the enemy's priorities changes once you are spotted in the map. They'll be like, "Oh look, there's a CDC. Can I get more damage? I can get more points if I shoot him." As you can see here, I'm just flanking the IS-5 using my speed. I'm gonna wait for my team to go and face the IS-5 because again, IS-5 can shoot HE at me. That would be bad. Since he's not looking at me, there we go. I bounced. It's a Russian tank. What do you expect? Now he shot. Let's use a DPM on this tank. I'm not shooting APCR. Earlier, I shot APC. Oh look, the T-49 missed me. Thank God. Uh, I'm not using APCR on the IS-5 because I can penetrate him on the front. Now here's the thing. There's a T-49. I don't want to show myself to the T-49. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bait them, thinking that I'm going there so that they will be focused. Oh, there. No. There's the. So here's what you usually do in this tank. You flank. There's a T-49. Now I'm dead. Here's a good example. See that? I'm dead. So you're gonna be asking me, why am I playing like this? I am showing you guys this tank won't forgive you when you do mistakes like that. If you are using a super Pershing, they can bounce. The T-49 won't bounce you. He will splash you, but the damage will be minimal. Now, hopefully this video will be a good example of you deciding properly if this tank is suitable to your playstyle, because really, as you can see, T-49, you can see how they focus, they change their focus once you are spotted in the map. So oh, look at that, lol. That's a mistake for the T-49. Oh well. You should not have done that. What is this experimental tank doing? CDC, should you buy it? It's up to you. Honestly, right now, I'm telling you, go for the... As you can see, we are not running boosters. Let's go to the credit coefficiency because I believe people want to see the credit coefficiency on this tank. We earned 42,000 credits. Vehicle repair is only 10,000. Ammunition, there we go. Consumables, we have consumables used, which is, I believe, the repair kit earlier. We earned 23,000 credits. It's a decent credit earner, but I'd rather go for super Pershing, honestly. So yeah, here's my honest opinion on the CDC. Hopefully this video helps you out in deciding if the CDC is for you. And I gotta say, the Super Pershing is more expensive and the Louvre, but they are more better suitable for a lot of people playing this game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like on it. If you didn't, leave a dislike on it. Hopefully you learned something. And let me know if you're going to buy the CDC for some reason, so that I would know why you want to buy it. Because for me, the reason why I have it is I really like this tank. I'm a weeaboo, French wee, and OUI abu. I like French tanks, so yeah, here's the reason why. But I enjoy the CDC. I love the CDC because of how hard it is and it's challenging. So yeah, hopefully this video helps you a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. So this is Taiki signing off. Peace. God bless to all.